We're not being protected. Homeowners should be protected. This is big. This isn't, $5,000 or $10,000. This is $136,000. I don't have $136,000 to build another house.
In our last half hour, we brought you the story of a woman from West Gardner who says she is now stuck with a home that's poorly built and incomplete.
She spent her life savings and claims that her contractor won't finish the job, but he tells a different story, saying she ran out of money.
Now, Wade Investigates is shedding light on why these sorts of disputes may be common here in Maine.
Nora Hogan has been digging into this, and Nora, contractors aren't licensed in Maine. So what does that mean for consumers?
Well, Megan, John, Maine is one of 20 states that don't have any licensing requirements for contractors. That means consumers have to do a lot of the legwork up front to make sure that their contractor is reputable. But lots of people don't, assuming that it's already regulated for them. Once they hand over the money, it's very difficult to get it back.
I think a lot of us don't realize. There are a lot of legislators who didn't realize that this profession is not regulated in any way.
That's State Representative Tiffany Roberts. During the last legislative session, she introduced a bill to create a licensing system for contractors. It's an idea that's been kicking around the legislature, but it's never come to fruition. In the meantime, each year, hundreds of Mainers lodge complaints about home construction projects.
Thousands of complaints, millions of dollars in damages. There is no real recourse.
We cannot bring a legal action for every single complaint that comes into our office. It just is not possible.
Last year, the Attorney General's office received 560 complaints about home contractors. Most are regarding alleged incomplete work or poor workmanship. The AG's office offers mediation, so if both parties agree to come to the table, sometimes they can solve these disputes without going to court. Last year, they mediated 117 cases, but only 8 were resolved. And these cases rarely go to criminal court, even when a consumer claims that there's been major theft.
We might not go after every single one-off, but if you're engaging in behavior that has the potential to really disadvantage Maine consumers, we are paying attention, and we will bring a case if the evidence supports that we need to intervene to protect Maine consumers in that way.
In recent years, the state has only successfully sued 12 contractors. That means most consumers need to sue in civil court if they want any recourse. And by that point, they're usually out of money. Roberts says the lack of regulation harms contractors too.
Our reputable contractors are going to jobs where things have been mishandled, damage has been done to the property. It needs to be fixed to be safe, but the homeowners are typically out of money at that point.
A licensing system could make it easier to hold contractors accountable for poor or incomplete work.
If you're looking to hire a contractor, consumer advocates say do your research. Ask them for a list of references. Check with the AG's office to see if other people have lodged complaints against them, and make sure you get a written contract. Reporting in studio, I'm Nora Hogan for Investigates.